All right, this one says which is the minimum or maximum value of this function? So, quick question. Where or what is the minimum or the max? So somebody tell me real quick where you think the min or max is. You could use your own words. You could be very technical. Yes. If it was a minimum, it would be at the bottom. But what do you notice about this one? If it was a minimum, she said it's at the bottom of the valley, but this one isn't a valley; it's a hill. Uh-oh. Huh? Yeah. So this is a maximum, but where would it be? At the top. At the top. So, and we'll go over that in a second. There's a couple of things. One, this is what we call the vertex. All right. So up until this point, we've always had a valley, right? So what she said is, I know that the minimum occurs at the bottom of the valley, right? So these are all going to be U-shaped graphs that look like this. And the vertex always occurs at the bottom, right? So, and she said that that was a minimum. Yeah. So the minimum occurs at the vertex. And if we put that in student language, that's like the bottom of the valley. Or I don't think kids your age say valley, but we'll say bottom of valley. You guys will probably just say bottom. But now this one looks a little different. So this is my X, this is my Y. This one looks a little different because it's upside down, sort of, right? So if I look at this, now it's going to be still the vertex, but that's at the top of the hill. And we call that a maximum. So this has a max, and then the maximum value is the Y value. So the vertex occurs at -2, 1, right? Because I start from the origin, I go over 1, 2, and then I go up 1. But my maximum value is just the Y value. So it'd be Y equals 1. Right here, right? Now, what does that mean? That means that the range of this function is going to be less than or equal to 1. So Y has to be less than or equal to 1. In other words, I'm never going to have Y equals 2. Why? Because the graph doesn't go up that high. The maximum value for Y I have on this graph is just going to be 1. Does that make sense?